gentlemen of the jury, good morning. The events that were set into motion are now drawing to a close. A crime of ghastly proportions was committed, the murder of Haymon Lee. The poor girl was strangled and laid to rest in Lincoln Park. America and the poor family of Miss Haymon Lee want answers, and now we have them. The question of who did it rippled across America. And now the answer is clear. Adnan Syed was involved in the murder of the young Miss Hay. You may be wondering why Adnan would commit such a heinous crime. We do know one thing, that the two were ex-intimate partners. According to BJS.gov, females made up 70% of crimes killed by intimate partners since 1993. But weren't they on decent terms, as Adnan claims? Look at this letter written from Hay to Adnan. It states, I'm really annoyed that the situation is going the way it is. You know, people break up all the time. Your life is not going to end and you'll move on and I'll move on. But apparently you don't respect me enough to accept my decision. Adnan showed this note to Aisha in health class one day. The both of them writing on the back, making fun of Hay and making fun of themselves. And at the top of the note it states, I'm going to kill, in Adnan's handwriting. Interesting. Those words are not usually spoken lightly. Now, let's talk about Adnan's other friend, Nisha. Now, this is where things get sticky for Mr. Adnan Syed. Nisha was only friends with Adnan, as we know, and Jay was not even an acquaintance with Nisha. So, that call made to Nisha from Adnan at 3:32 p.m. the day of Hay's murder, when Adnan claims he did not have his cell phone, he was at school and Jay had his cell phone. How is that possible if Jay does not know Nisha? During questioning, Nisha and Jay both claim that they remember a conversation taking place between Adnan and Nisha that day, but they can't recall the time exactly. Adnan can't even start to explain that incident. So, was it a butt dial, as he claims? I don't think so. Yet, if you were to ask Adnan to recall any of this conversation, he would claim he is unable to. His defense mechanism is clearly to forget everything from that day throughout his questioning. I don't know, I don't know. Those three words are often said by Adnan Syed during questioning. Why doesn't he remember anything? According to Nolo, while a claim of amnesia is rarely determinative of guilt or innocence, the judge or jury can consider it when deciding the penalty for the crime. Perhaps he really doesn't remember anything from that day, simply because he's a normal human being and we forget things. But no, rather because Adnan Syed is a psychopath. Murderers are in some type of shock when they commit their crime. So that right there contributes to their forgetfulness. So what do you think, jury? It all comes down to you. Are you going to let this man get away with such an obvious crime? We all know the correct verdict is guilty. Thank you.